We've all been there. You buy a plant, bring it home, set it in its new spot, and then just wait for it to thrive. But then something goes wrong. The leaves start to yellow, brown, or drop. The plant stops growing. Maybe it even gets root rot or pests. And then you panic. What did you do wrong? Don't worry, we've got you. Here are some of the most common mistakes we see new plant parents make so that you can avoid them. Consistent, gentle care will get you much better results than going all out right off the bat. Mistake no. 1. Overwatering or underwatering. It's hard to go wrong with watering. Just don't go too far in either direction. Many houseplants die from either being underwatered or overwatered. So let's talk about how to find the sweet spot for your plant. Underwatering. When a plant is thirsty, its leaves will often begin to wilt. If this happens, water your plant deeply until it's completely saturated. If the wilting continues after a thorough watering, check the soil. If it feels dry an inch or two below the surface, your plant probably needs more frequent waterings. The best way to prevent underwatering is to stick your finger in the soil before you water. Water when the top half inch or so of soil is dry. This helps you avoid underwatering because you're only watering when the plant really needs it. Different plants have different needs. Some like to stay consistently moist, while others prefer to dry out more thoroughly between waterings. Generally speaking, most plants will benefit from a thorough watering when the top inch or so of soil is dry. But if you want to be extra sure, grab a moisture meter like this one. Moisture meters are a great tool for new plant parents because they take the guesswork out of watering. Instead of sticking your finger in the soil, simply stick the moisture meter in it. Most meters will have 3 colored lights: red, yellow, and green. Red means wet, yellow means moist, and green means dry. If you want to err on the side of caution, water when the meter turns yellow. Watering when the soil is too wet, however, can lead to overwatering and ultimately root rot. Overwatering. Overwatering is one of the most common plant problems out there, and it is usually caused by well-meaning plant parents who just want their plants to be happy and healthy. However, overwatering can lead to a number of issues, including root rot and fungal diseases. Root rot occurs when the roots of a plant are left in soggy conditions for too long. This can happen when a plant is watered too frequently or when the soil is poorly draining. Fungal diseases can also be a problem when a plant is overwatered. This is because the fungi that cause these diseases thrive in moist environments. So if you're watering your plants too much, you may be creating the perfect conditions for them to grow. The good news is that many of these issues can be prevented with just a few simple tips. First, make sure you're watering your plants properly. As we mentioned earlier, it's important not to water your plants too much. Stick your finger in the soil and only water when the top inch or so is dry. Second, make sure your plants are in well-draining soil. This will help ensure that the roots don't sit in water for too long. Third, don't group your plants too closely together. This can create a humid environment that's perfect for fungal diseases. Make sure each plant has plenty of space to breathe. Finally, check your plants regularly for signs of trouble. If you see any wilting, yellowing, or dropping leaves, take action right away. These could be signs that your plants are overwatered or have a fungal disease. By following these tips, you can help ensure that your plants stay healthy and happy for years to come. Mistake no. 2. Neglecting lighting needs. Plants need light to survive. It's essential for photosynthesis, which is the process by which plants convert light energy into chemical energy in the form of sugars. Without light, plants would simply starve to death. However, not all plants need the same amount of light. Some plants, such as snake plants and ZZ plants, can tolerate low light conditions, while others, such as succulents and cacti, need bright light. If you're not sure how much light your plant needs, it's always best to err on the side of too much light rather than too little. Too much light won't hurt your plant, but too little can lead to a host of problems, including stunted growth, yellowing leaves, and leggy growth. Mistake no 3, skipping pruning. Pruning is the removal of dead, diseased, or unwanted branches and stems. It's an important part of plant care for several reasons. First, pruning helps to shape the plant and promote healthy growth. By removing unwanted branches and stems, you allow the plant to focus its energy on producing new growth that is more desirable. Second, pruning can help prevent diseases and pests. When branches and stems are too close together, it creates a humid environment that is ideal for disease and pests to thrive. Pruning helps to improve air circulation and reduce humidity, which can help prevent problems. Finally, pruning can help improve the appearance of your plant. By removing dead, diseased, or unsightly growth, you can make your plant look its best. If you're not sure where to start with pruning, there are a few basic tools and techniques you should know. First, you'll need a sharp pruners or shears. Make sure to disinfect them before and after use. Start by making small cuts to remove any dead, diseased, or damaged growth. You can also prune to shape the plant or remove unwanted branches. When pruning, make sure to follow the 3 Ds: diseased, dead, or just downright ugly. Be sure to leave at least one bud on each stem so that the plant can continue to grow and look its best. Pruning may seem daunting at first, but it's really not that bad. With a little practice, you'll be able to keep your plants healthy and looking great with minimal effort. Mistake number 4, planting species unsuited to your climate. If you live in a hot, sunny climate, you probably want to plant things like succulents and cacti. If you live in a cooler, shadier climate, you might opt for ferns and hostas. However, sometimes people will plant things that are out of their climate zone simply because they look nice in the store, or someone told them they do look great in their garden. While it may be tempting to try and grow plants that are outside of your climate zone, it's generally not a good idea. Plants are adapted to grow in specific climates. Trying to grow a plant that is not suited to your climate zone will likely result in a lot of work with little payoff. For example, trying to grow citrus trees in a cold climate will require constant babying and protection from the cold, as well as providing artificial heat and light. Even then, the plant may never produce fruit or may not survive at all. On the other hand, trying to grow a hardy, low-maintenance tree like an oak in a hot, dry climate will likely result in a lot of watering and fertilizing to keep it alive, and still it may not thrive. The best approach is to plant species that are well suited to your climate. This way, you avoid a lot of the common problems that can arise when you try to grow plants that are not suited to your climate. Not only will your plants be happier and healthier, but you'll save yourself a lot of time and effort. Final thoughts: there's no such thing as a perfect plant parent. We all make mistakes, but the important thing is to learn from them. By avoiding the mistakes we've outlined in this video, you can set your plants up for success and enjoy beautiful, healthy plants for years to come. Do you have any other plant mistakes that you've made? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, no matter what mistakes you make, just keep trying. With a little practice, you'll be a plant pro in no time.